Our phone number is 877-937-1047. The text line. Text JJR. And whatever's on your mind at 96893. So the show took off yesterday. So we still got to recap Love Pup Family Fest. Great event. The Rich Bear Band was fire. You were great, Rich.
Thank you.
So much fun.
Yeah, Shine Down was great. Peyton made all these Rich Bear T-shirts that we all wore.
That was that was really touching.
We were really trying to get your attention for a long time. We were like,
I'm convinced that you were purposely ignoring us.
No.
There's no way you didn't see us.
I did. I was smiling. What happened was I walked back to where everybody was because I saw Kyle, and I hadn't seen Kyle and Addie yet. And John Jay's wife's like, you can't be back here. I'm like, I just wanted to say hi to Kyle. You cannot be back here.
Because we had the shirts on. So at one point, I had the shirt on. It says, what's this? I love the Rich Bear Band.
Yeah,
right?
it's like the I Heart NY shirt,
Right.
but we did I Heart the Rich Bear Band.
So I got mine on, and then you walk by to say hi to Kyle, and I have to turn my back to you, and I walk backwards because I'm bringing you on stage.
Then I was looking for water. Blake's like, you cannot be back here. I'm like, I was just getting a little water. We'll bring you water. I'm like, no, man, I can get my own water. It's fine. So it was really nice to see that. That was really, really cool.
It was cool having all you guys out there, too, and your band, and then the Austin Burke Country Band was great, and then Shinedown was just freaking nuts,
that was
man.
nut house.
They were just nuts. So thank you to Vertuccio Farms, McCarthy. They sponsored it, Lerner and Rowe, Lovette. I mean, there's so many people involved in this incredible event. It was great. The Toyota dealers, I mean, it was just amazing. I have to tell you one thing that happened. It was so bizarre. So my sister and my wife started this Love Pup Plus app, right? Which isn't an app yet. It's a website. So you go to lovepupplus.com, and it gives you updates on what to do with your dog. Any questions about your dog, you do, right? So they got a booth, and they set up a booth at Family Fest. And my sister was like, you know what we should do is make our own pup cups. You know how you go to Starbucks, you get a little pup cup? Let's make our own pup cups and give them to people. So they're like, yeah. So my sister and her friend Cameo go to Costco and buy thousands of jars of whipped cream. The spray whipped cream, Ready Whip. Thousands of jars. They miscalculated how much is in one of those little things, right? So I guess when they were checking out of Costco, so they've got the cart. That's how much they had. Big cart of whipped cream and baby wipes. And they're checking out, and the lady's like staring at them. And the lady looks at my sister and looks at her friend, and then my sister goes, we're making pup cups for Love Pup Family Fest. The lady goes, oh, thank God. I didn't want to judge you, but my God. Like, she thought they were doing like a P. Diddy freak
like a
off.
baby oil.
Yeah.
Mass purchase.
So guess what? So they make the pup cups for everybody, and they still have thousands left over. So my fridge, I just posted a video on my Instagram stories. My fridge, because you can't, it's going to spoil if it's not in the fridge. They took everything out of my fridge, just like mine, and they in the fridge in the garage, and it just slammed with Ready Whip. And we have tons of it. It's in the drawers. It's in the thing. It's in the other fridge in the kitchen. And it was like, I can't function. So Blake is like, I'm going to go back and return what I can. Because, you know, they're wrapped in threes.
Okay.
Right? But my sister and her friend took a lot out of the threes. So I might be bringing you guys whipped cream if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad you already had Halloween. You could have given, those cups away to dogs, walking with people at Halloween.
I know.
That would have been really cute.
well, you know what we could do with it for Thanksgiving time? We could do some sort of pie in the face game.
That's what I was thinking.
That's right.
Why not?
But where do we keep it until then? Because I need my space back in my fridge.
Here at the radio station. It's now official
in
business.
this fridge here.
It's official business.
Yeah. Did they find out how many people were at Love Pup Family Fest, though? Because there was a lot of people over there. I wondered if there was a number.
I've heard between 7,000 and 10,000. Don't have the big, just judging by the parking, because the Vertuccio Farms,
right.
their parking lot holds a certain amount of people, and it was packed.
It was hard. It was hard to just move. And not see people everywhere. Like in years past, you can pretty much, kind of cruise through, but the food trucks were busy.
It was beautiful.
Everything was great.
It was beautiful. Did any of you guys get any Randizzle hamburger?
I did, yeah. I had a couple bites of my dad's. Yeah, it's delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've hunted down Randizzle's food truck before just to go get a burger. So the line, though, they waited like 40 minutes for their burger.
2.5 hours is at one point how long I got for Randizzle.
So worth it, though.
Yeah.
So worth it.
It was beautiful. I mean, Carrabba's catered this one VIP area. I just can't. I try not to get him. I try to distance myself because I get a little emotional over it because it was so amazing.
You guys should be really proud.
And we had. I'm going to guesstimate here, but let's say we had 110, 112 dogs from all the rescues that were there. And I think they had 43 on-site adoptions, right?
Oh, amazing.
And then like 100 and something applications for dogs.
Wow.
Meaning, so which will mean in about a week or two we'll know that probably almost every dog got adopted.
Which is the point.
I know, which is the point,
that's
right?
awesome.
I mean, it was just awesome. So,
any rats? Rat rescue was there.
I'm sure rats got adopted. I don't know. But
Oh my gosh, so random because we're going to Love Pup Family Fest, right? And I know that the rat people are going to be there, and I'm like, who has rats? And literally, my son and I went into Ross, and in the parking lot, this lady was walking out of Ross with her pet rat, kissing it and bringing it into the car, and I was like, well, I'll be there. It does happen.
you know what's funny? At the end, so Shinedown was done like say 8:15 or something, right? And it's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm tired. My son Kemp has a basketball game at 10 p.m. and I'm like, let's go. I want to get out of here. Let's go. And out of nowhere, Kyle and her family come like out of the Children of the Corn. Like these pop up out of nowhere in the dark. I'm like, what the hell are you guys still doing here?
Hello.
I mean, there was so many fun stuff for all the kids. They had pony rides, and there was a camel there.
That camel's giant.
Really cool stuff.
Well, like for the majority of the time, I'm like kind of working. So they didn't really get to enjoy the farm. So like once we were done bringing on Shinedown, the kids were like, now can we go play on the pillow jumpy things? Now can we go to the rope thing? And I feel like every time we go to Vertuccio Farms, they add stuff. Like I'm like, I didn't know this existed here. It gets bigger and bigger and better.
But Vertuccio Farms is like open now. They're going to start doing some Christmas thing too. So be ready for that. So I don't know, they're calling it Christmas something. I don't know, but it'll be great. It'll be beautiful.
Christmas
But
at Vertuccio Farms,
Thank
maybe?
you for coming out to the event. If you were there, thank you so much. And hopefully we'll do it again next year. Not sure yet. I kind of told Blake, let's not do this anymore. That was too good. Let's just not do it anymore. John J. Rich, Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
Mattel unveiled their new Wicked dolls. So one that looks like Ariana Grande as Glinda and one that looks like Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. And they look pretty amazing. There's just one major mistake. On the back of the box, they direct you to wicked.com. The problem is that doesn't have anything to do with the movie starring those two stars. It's actually an X-rated adult film website.
Oops.
That's
The
so bad.
movie website is wickedmovie.com. Wicked.com is definitely a website you don't want children going to.
So
You're
bad.
a bad little witch.
Yes.
You're a bad
Not in
witch.
a
You're
way.
supposed to be a good witch. You're a bad witch.
So Mattel was like, whoops, sorry. We deeply regret this mistake. Parents, don't let your kids go to that website. We're doing what we can to fix it
Like,
immediately.
has anyone here gone to wicked.com to see?
No, I haven't.
I was
Yeah,
not
I don't need
interested
to.
in
I don't
getting
need to do
bugged
that
with
research.
Yeah.
I'm going to take their word for it on that one. Now, if you are unhappy about the results of the election, one cruise company has got your back. Villa V Residences announced a 4-year package they're calling Skip Forward. It's their Skip Forward program because in 4 years on their global journey, you will skip the Donald Trump presidency. Residents have the flexibility to join their customized journey at any ports during this continuous global adventure for up to 4 years. It'll just set you back $160,000.
Insane.
That's per person for a room for two. And then, of course, they have different packages and you can get all fancy with it and whatnot. But yeah, it's an option. It's out there.
By the way, the Wicked website is pretty amazing. They've won several awards.
Okay, but definitely not for children. So when a couple gets engaged and then the engagement gets called off, who gets the ring? Right? That's a big argument that I think has been going on for a long time. And I think the general consensus has been, whoever breaks it off, like if the woman breaks it off, she gives the engagement ring back. If the guy breaks it off, she gets to keep it, right? Well, that happened to one couple in Massachusetts, and the guy was like, no, it was her fault that I broke up with her, and so I deserve to get the ring back. Took it all the way to the Massachusetts Supreme Court.
Dang.
Oh my God.
That must have been some ring.
It was $70,000. So it was a really nice ring. So anyways, the court had to look back to this case that I guess happened in 1959 where they ruled that it depended on the fault, right? Mm-hmm. And the Massachusetts Supreme Court was like, yeah, we're going to have to retire that old ruling and basically say an engagement ring is a gift with conditions. And the condition is that the marriage goes through.
Oh, wow.
So she had to give the ring back. Because that's what they've ruled. And
That
from now
changes
on,
everything.
that's how it's going to be in Massachusetts, at least. Yeah, so they said concept of fault has no context in this. It's just, that was basically like a gift if the marriage.
A gift with conditions. That's good to know.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't know. But I always heard, if you propose on a holiday, like someone's birthday or Christmas, they could take it as, that was my Christmas gift.
Oh.
So I don't know if that happens. They'll have to take it up with the Massachusetts Supreme Court, but that's that for now. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Hey, Jackie. Jackie, you calling for horoscopes?
Yes.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Okay, hold on the line. Peyton, what is the vibe for horoscopes?
It's National Happy Hour Day, so I'm going to tell you which drink you should be getting into today based on your zodiac sign.
All right. So much like Jackie, who's in Aries, call us at 877-937-1047 to find out what is your happy hour drink. Call us right now. Jackie, thanks for holding. What's your sign?
An Aries.
Aries, okay, so the happy hour drink for you today, Jackie, is a spicy margarita. You are always the life of the party, and today you are definitely bringing the heat. So make sure that you channel that fire energy and reorganize some spontaneous outings with some friends. So a little extra spice tonight might just kick up your weekend vibe.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, Jackie.
Thank you.
You got it. Thanks for calling. Tracy, hi. What's your sign?
I am a Capricorn. Good morning.
Good morning. So the happy hour drink for you today, Tracy, is just a martini. Classy and ambitious. You are the definition of cool, calm, and collected. So enjoy something sophisticated and keep your goals in mind tonight. You might even network a little bit. Just don't forget to relax when you are enjoying your martini.
Awesome. I can do that. Thank you so very much. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, Tracy. Francis, what's your sign?
Leo.
Okay, Francis. So me and you, the happy hour drink for us tonight is a sangria. We are bold and we are dramatic as Leos, so we're making an entrance wherever we go. So make sure that we get our friends together and light up the room with some good vibes and maybe even a little karaoke night, because tonight's our time to shine.
Absolutely, the usual.
Yes, as always.
I will do that. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
Francis. How about for Libras?
Yeah, Kyle Champagne. That's your happy hour drink tonight. The life of luxury, Libras. You are the epitome of style today. And if you sip something bubbly while balancing between your social groups, it's just going to put you in the best mood. So whether it's an elegant night out or just like a cozy girls' night, you're going to be surrounded by good vibes and lots of love.
I do like little chimps.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
How about Pisces?
Yeah, Rich, the drink for you for happy hour tonight is the Cosmopolitan. Soft and dreamy and a little nostalgic, you're drawn to something sweet and uplifting. So tonight, surround yourself with some good company and some good music. Happy hour is your perfect excuse to let your imagination flow.
Okay, never had one, but I'm down to learn.
Okay.
How about Virgo?
Yeah, Virgo, John Jay, for you, gin and tonic. You know exactly what you want, and it's something crisp, clean, and refreshing. So enjoy a low-key night with some close friends who appreciate your analytical charm. Just don't overthink everything today.
All right. Free to get to your sign there. I'll post it on our website, johnjandrich.com. So Rich, after Family Fest, went to Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
How was
Seriously?
Yeah, like really
Yeah, right.
early the next morning. We had a 6 a.m. flight because it was my friend Bobby's surprise party. And I know I just saw him the week before, but I wasn't allowed to tell him that he was having a surprise party. So I had to go hang with him the week before. But we flew out for this kind of foofy birthday party in the middle of downtown Dallas. And it was on the 50th floor of this hotel, which I haven't been to the 50th floor of anything in a long time. You get the view of the city, and it was really, really, really cool. And that was my wife and I's date night. And for a quick day, I'm pretty impressed. She brought 7 outfits from which to choose.
I noticed at Family Fest, we're at a farm backstage in Family, and she showed up like it was like we're going to a club.
Well, yeah.
She looked very nice.
I told her, I said, you've been out to the farm before. It is dirt that you're walking through. It is a farm. And she showed up with high heels, and I think it was a leather skirt.
Funny.
So she was dressed to the nines. But I'm like, how do you get 7 outfits in one tiny little overnight bag? She's like, well, they're not very big.
Look, you have to be prepared. She doesn't know what she's walking into. Is there going to be
Yeah.
a pre-party before the party? Is
That's
it
right.
formal? Are we not getting dressed up? Are we doing a brunch
Absolutely.
afterwards?
And then I've learned this lesson, too, because she asks me during the week, she's like, what are you going to wear to the party? And I always say, I don't know, because I don't know. Probably what I always wear, a thing. Pants and a black shirt.
Well, that's not helpful for
Yeah.
her. So that's
But
why she
now
had to
I
bring
know.
more outfits.
Right.
She didn't know what you were wearing.
Yeah, so it was whirlwind. We were there, and then we were back like within about 15 hours, but it was kind of cool.
Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing this morning? How can we help you?
I am getting married tonight. I was hoping that you could send me out a prayer.
Ooh, how exciting.
I'm so
You're
excited.
getting married on a Tuesday?
I wanted a random Tuesday, so here we are.
I love it.
That
Congratulations.
ruins. You ever hear Chris Rock do his stand-up comedy and he's talking about Election Day on a Tuesday? He's like, no one gets married on a Tuesday. Why they do like this? They know.
Is it cheaper on a Tuesday?
Well, we're doing pretty small, so ours is definitely cheap.
All right.
We got engaged on the 1st of November, and we just decided to pick a random Tuesday. So here we are.
That's awesome. We'll have a great, happy, fun wedding tonight.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. You guys are my favorite people, and I just wanted to share it with you.
Thank you, Amanda.
that. Thank you.
Thank you. Time for stacks and hacks. I go over stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. Some of my information. Are Americans over holiday gatherings? In a new survey, the average person is planning to attend 3 big social events this year, which is down from 5 from last year. Also, the average American checks their phone around 5 times per episode while watching TV and can't make it 15 minutes in before they're bored and want to multitask.
Unless
Peyton.
you
I
watch
know.
TV on your phone and then you're focused. But I guess I do multitask because I'm doing my makeup while I watch phones.
Is that how you watch most, if not all of your shows, is on your phone, Kyle?
Any show that I watch for myself is on my phone. Anything that goes on our TV is either Bluey or sports. It's like for the kids or Scott.
Have you ever left a concert or sporting event early to beat traffic? 80% of Americans say they've done it.
All the
Yeah.
time.
I was at the Suns game 2 nights ago where they went to overtime, right? But it was we had the next day off, so I wasn't that stressed. But I still get anxious when you got to leave and traffic is crazy. So there was a minute left, and I talked to my wife. I had my sister and my brother-in-law with me. I go, "Can we go, please? Trust me. Let's just go." By the way, I text Peyton because Nelly and Ashanti were there.
Oh, sweet.
Because I know you were a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Right? So I was in this one little area where we have all this food, and Ashanti walks in first, right? I didn't even see Nelly, even though he was wearing a green jumpsuit. So Ashanti walks in first. And I remember a couple of years ago, do you remember she was in LA and we were sitting there and I'm talking to her forever. I think it was Kyle, you, me, and Rich. Do you remember that?
She's so nice.
We were at this one area and it was just us forever. So when she walked in, we made eye contact. I go, "Hey, Ashanti." I go, "John J, Kiss FM." She goes, "Oh my God, hi, how are you?" And then Nelly busts in and in a nice way. And smiles and shakes my hand. "How you doing? I'm Nelly."
He's like, what
talking
you
to my
doing
woman?
talking to my girl, man? Back up.
Chatting up my lady.
Yeah.
Don't you
I
know
swear
we
to
just
God.
had a baby?
I said, "Congratulations." And then my sister, "Why'd you say congratulations?" I go, "She either had a baby or she's having it," because she was wearing a big baggy thing. So I didn't know.
I think she had the baby already. I don't know, though.
What's popular right now that you have zero interest in? There's a list that's trending online. Let me go over some of it. Adult coloring books, Ozempic, kombucha, fantasy football, celebrity podcasts, vaping, pickleball, Cybertrucks, those stupid broccoli haircuts my son has, YouTubers, Stanley Cups, the drinking cups, sports betting, AI, and the endless cycle of reboots and remakes.
Wow, those are all good.
Are those good? That's
Those
a good
are
one.
all good.
All of them
on that
except for
list.
the Stanley.
You're hydrated. That's what matters, Kyle. As long as
That's a
you're hydrated.
cute Stanley, though.
It's new. Scott gave this to me for my birthday. It's the Barbie collab.
Oh, really? Oh, that's super cute. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's so cute.
If the sun exploded, it would take 8 minutes for it to kill us all. Some happy neus.
Seems like a long time. Like
Yeah,
that
it's
would be like a long, painful
far
death.
away.
Not fast enough.
A hitman in India went to police after he wasn't paid the full amount for killing someone. I don't know what happened, but that's hilarious. What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Take that to the court. All right, so you guys know that this is supposed to be the busiest travel Thanksgiving in recent years. And in fact, they say that air traffic controllers, they're understaffed by like 3,000 people, so expect delays. The busiest travel day this year will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, not the Wednesday before, but the Sunday after. So here's what the life hack experts say that you should do if you're traveling. First of all, buy and bring one of those portable phone charger bricks, because you're going to be delayed and you're going to be playing on your phone and you're going to need a charger. And if you go and buy one at the airport, they're like 50% more expensive than if you were to get them on Amazon. So buy yours now. And they also say, get the Apple tags for your luggage. It's a really good idea because if they get lost, well, you'll know exactly what airport they got dropped off at, and the mystery will be solved. So air tags for your luggage, and then the phone phone brick. And also, the other thing to do is if you do add-ons, it's way cheaper at the time of purchase. Like if you're going to do priority boarding, or if you want to do one of those, the clubs that they have, the airline clubs, you can buy that on your ticket, but it's way cheaper if you do it now as opposed to the day of, like when you're at the kiosk. So those life hacks are up at johnjandrich.com.
Peyton, what were you saying about your dad? He has a nickname for Rich.
Yeah, so my dad was at Love Pup Family Fest throughout the weekend, and him and Rich had an interaction, and throughout the whole weekend he kept calling me and telling me Rich's nickname.
He did? Well, we have your dad on the line, Peyton's dad, Showtime. Good morning, Showtime.
Good morning, beautiful people.
I like how Peyton was going to patch you through to come on the air with us. She had to say, don't cuss.
I saw a show out there. I saw him dancing out there in the crowd.
Hey, you know what, man? I was out there feeling it, grooving, and man, you guys did a wonderful job. And then it happened. And then it dawned on me how supervillains are created. It hit me. So, man, you guys are rocking it, man. You come down. I'm like, hey, Rich. Rich hit me with the stiff arm, the Heisman pose. Like, hey, not right now. I'm like, who's this guy? Coming off the stage like he's the fifth Beatle. Fifth Beatle Barra. That's how you do it.
I did not realize that happened until I walked over to say hi to you, and you're like, you gave me the hold on a minute finger. I'm like, I was actually talking to my wife because she was standing right next to you, and as I was coming off stage, I was getting yelled at because I'd left all my guitar stuff up there and the next band had to get on. So I was trying to find Ken to help me gather all my gears.
Not now, show. Not now.
No, literally.
I put my
Like
finger.
you saw it?
I watched it happen in real time. It was absolutely hilarious. Because
But it wasn't meant for a show.
So what did he do? How did he do
my
it?
dad is like trying to be extra in drama, right? Because he likes attention like me. That's where I get it from. So he's like jumping around. He's like, Rich. And Rich comes out. Hold on, like this with the one finger up. Hold on, and then walked away.
But I came to him 30 seconds later. I'm like, okay, are we cool? Then I rolled over and he's like, hey, big time. You big time me. I'm like, no. I came over to you to tell you that we played Electric Avenue just for you. But he saw the finger and he thought it was for him. I'm so apologetic to you. I am so sorry.
Man,
but
Rich is up there.
I do like this, though.
I love it. Rich was up there. You know, he's up there working, sweating, looking like a mini meatloaf. He looked baby meatloaf.
Baby Meatloaf. Wait, so far I've heard 3 nicknames for him that I like.
No, he hasn't even told you the nickname.
So far, I'm loving Baby Meatloaf. You don't want that to stick. What's up, Baby Meatloaf?
Baby Meatloaf Barra. I'm torn. I don't know. Big time Barra. Baby Meatloaf Bear, Fifth Beatle.
I think you changed the name of the band to Baby Meatloaf.
I'm down.
Sleep on it. Yeah, he's like, hey, Rich, let me talk to you. Let me sleep on it. I'll talk to you in the morning. Wow.
What was the nickname then, the official nickname you gave him?
I think it's just Big Time Barra.
Big Time Barra.
Listen,
Big Time Barra.
I would only be offended, but we should do a podcast, Showtime and Big Time. I'm all over that.
I like it. That's
Showtime and Baby Meatloaf.
On their podcast every time Showtime starts to talk, Rich just goes, hold on, no.
Hold on.
He never talks.
I know you're making a point.
Rich.
Let me do my thing. I even sent Peyton a note over the weekend going, I know your dad thought I blew him off. I feel terrible. I wasn't even talking to him.
That is true, yeah.
So I felt really bad about that all weekend. So I'm really sorry, Show.
So who was the finger for?
It was Stacy.
Really bad too.
Stacy, my wife, I hadn't seen her yet. Her and Show were standing right next to each other, and I saw her walk up to the front of where they were standing. I'm like, hold on, I'm coming over in just a second. I was like, got to figure out what I'm supposed to do next, because I was clearly in the next band's way. So I didn't mean that for Show, but if you saw that out of context,
yeah,
you might have thought that.
Because he was jumping up and down like he was your number one fan. He just wanted attention. Like you were seriously big time burying him like this megastar.
We played Electric Avenue just for Show, just because Showtime was out there.
I had somebody in the higher ups thought your band was great, and they go, "You might want to not do Careless Whisper." And I was like, "But the band." All right, Joe, you're a beautiful man.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye. Oh, that's so funny. That was Love Pup Family Fest. What a great event. Thank you guys for coming. All right, so I was telling you, there was this movie, and I can't remember it really, but I think it had Sandra Bullock in it, and a guy got hit by a train, and they fell in love. He lost his memory, and they fell in love. I don't know if that rings a bell
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. But
And she was supposed to marry him or something.
but check
falls
this
in
out.
love with the brother.
Couple in Utah. That's right. Something like that. A couple in Utah named Jenna and Mitchell Brotherson are in the news after telling the story of how they got together.
While you were sleeping.
That's the movie, While You Were Sleeping. So Jenna broke up with this guy, and then he was out skiing. He got a concussion. Check this out.
Poor guy goes skiing, which he loves, and he hit his head, got a really bad concussion, and he didn't remember that I broke up with him. Then I chat with him. I am so sorry I broke up with you. I've had time thinking about it, and you've just been so awesome. I want to get back together. And come to find out, concussion was really bad. He didn't remember us breaking up, so he just thought that we were still dating, and that I just was not messaging him that often or something. We got back together, and then 7 months after that we got married, and we've been married for 4 years since then, and it's been so much fun.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
That's
amazing.
wild. Yeah.
If it's not a movie, should it be a movie?
Yeah.
Totally.
But at one point, is he going to get his memory back and be like, wait
Hey.
a minute, I broke up with you?
This marriage is false. So, I know, Peyton, you love pickles.
I love pickles.
Did you see this social media influencer? Her name is Nicole Skirts. She had to go to the hospital for an allergic reaction after she ate a bunch of pickles. She went and tried every pickle thing.
No.
I just picked up some pickle pizza.
That's good. This is a cannoli made out of pickles.
I just got a pickled lemonade. Just bought a pickled egg roll.
So good.
Of course, I had to grab a giant dill pickle.
Wow. The pickle's good. We got a bunch of pickle-themed souvenirs. We got this candy. It is Gumpers gummy liquid-filled poppers. Pickle-themed, obviously, because we're big pickle people.
She had an allergic reaction, or did she swell up from all the salt from all the pickles?
Her face, she was in the hospital. Her face is like all swollen and red.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, yeah.
I would have always wanted to go to one of those pickle fests. I would be in with my people if I was there.
That's my son Dutch. He's had pickles his whole life. That's his snack all the time. Always has pickles. Getting back to your dad and your family, tell us a little bit about your brother's birthday and all that stuff that went on.
Yeah, so my little brother Jalen, we're 15 months apart. His birthday was yesterday, and it was kind of a really big deal for not only him, but our whole family. My little brother Jalen, he came out when I was a senior in high school, so he was a sophomore in high school. And yesterday, he brought his boyfriend to dinner, and it was I know. And I've met his boyfriend before. Super sweet kid. I really like him. I'm starting to get to know him a lot better. But I asked my brother, I was like, are you going to bring him to dinner? That's kind of a big deal. Our whole family's going to be there. My grandma, my mom, my dad, my aunties. And yeah, he brought him, but he invited a couple more people too to kind of make it not as awkward, because it's not like it's weird, but it's the first time my brother's bringing somebody over. He's never done that before ever.
Oh, yeah, so it is
He's
a big
never
deal.
done that.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a really big deal, but it was chill. It was cool. Yeah.
And your dad, how was he?
My dad was fine. My dad, I don't know what his deal was. So they get into the house, and my brother's boyfriend walks up to go shake my dad's hand. And my dad's like, bring it in. I mean, you're already grinding up on my son.
Oh my gosh, your dad.
And all of us were just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, Joe.
What did the boyfriend do?
He just laughed. He just laughed and walked out. And they went into my grandma's side of the thing. And my mom was like, why would you do that? But yeah, it was great. It was fun. I'm really happy for my brother.
And we like the new guy?
Yeah, I like him. He's cool. I've only been around him a handful of times, but I do enjoy
Are they
him.
a good fit?
They fit. Yeah, they're cute. For sure.
Hey, this stupid question I just want to ask you guys real quick because it's been on my mind since yesterday. I went to go eat at this restaurant that I loved called Seasons 52, and I was starving, and my son Jake ordered flatbread, and I just ate it. I loved it. It was delicious. So what's the difference between flatbread and pizza? It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Anyone know?
crust,
Anyone?
maybe?
I don't know.
have no idea.
I don't know. It was
think it's the crust,
It was a conversation. I've seen pizza like that. Same thing. Thin crust pizza. Is there? No one knows?
Yeah, maybe it's just it's a different fancy way of maybe getting you to eat it if you wouldn't eat pizza.
No one knows?
Yeah. Small slices of pizza or flatbread. Flatbread maybe sounds a little more healthy.
Unless they just came up with a different name for pizza.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Also, I'm going to tell you guys this. Tell me how you feel about this. So, I guess I tend to move my leg a lot like this.
Yes,
right?
you do.
Right? I shake my knee. And I'm at the Suns game the other day, and these guys there's a pair of seats in front of me, and they're late. These people don't show up, and it's like second quarter. This guy and this girl come, they sit down right in front of me, right? He's there for maybe a minute or two, and the guy turns around and says, "Could you please stop shaking your leg?" It's like, I can feel it. And I'm looking, and I thought when he said that, I thought, was my leg on his chair? You know, that he could feel? My leg was nowhere near his chair, but I guess you could feel it. But still, I totally get what him asking, but I also felt like, the balls on this guy. Like, I think I was just sucking
Nobody
it
likes
up.
being corrected for just being.
I have sat next to you. We've gone to this thing where we go in a room and we listen to all this new music for 8 hours, and like your leg moving drove me insane.
Really? Okay, but you didn't say anything, see?
I didn't say anything.
See?
And
I was on ADHD meds for that meeting.
Recently, we
so
were
I could see how it's like, if you're someone without patience, you would be like, hey, man.
So then every time my leg would start again, my wife put her hand on my leg. Stop it. I was like, oh my God. Anyway.
I've been sandwiched between you and Rich, and you both shaking your legs, and you guys are in sync with one another. It's really remarkable.
We share half a brain.
By the way, that thing you were talking about, we're in LA. That's where we were talking to Ashanti at that thing.
Oh, okay.
You were there. I know you were there.
I was there, but I might not have been part of that.
I know you don't remember certain things.
I don't remember a lot of things these days.
We might have been with her for a good hour.
Me personally, or you and John Jay?
No, you were there.
I think it was the three of us standing there for a long. And there's pictures of it. I just couldn't find. I was trying to find them last night, so I can go up to. Remember this? Remember this one, Ashanti? Remember this one? Anyway, Peyton, I want to go over that. I love the way you wrote what you did in 24 hours.
What do you love about it?
Because the way you wrote it is so funny. Can you tell it in that same funny way or no?
I don't know.
Or no.
Can you not do that?
No
Are you more of a
pressure,
writer than a speaker?
Honestly, yes to that question. Because a lot of times when I write that stuff too, John G, I am a lot funnier over
You said,
text.
I had the most insane weekend. Friday, I worked. Then I had to go to a basketball tryouts.
Oh, that wasn't the funny part. Sorry.
Do you want to just tell this? Just tell the story.
Well, yeah. So then I worked a wedding that Friday night, and I didn't get off until 11. But then my little brother Jalen had his birthday party, so I went there after my event, and I didn't leave there until 5 o'clock in the morning because, no joke, I'm not kidding you, it took my big cousin 2.5 hours to tell one story. So I couldn't leave because she was like crying, and then I had to be up at 7:30 in the morning the next morning for our first basketball practice of the season, and then I needed to meet my mom for our 10:15 workout, and of course she takes forever to do anything. So like 12 p.m. rolls around, I was like, I need to go take a nap because I have to be up at 1:30 to go get my makeup done. And then right after I went to get my makeup done, I had to be at Love Pup Family Fest, and I was there until 8. But then I had to be at my friend Lindsay's birthday party at 8:30 at Moxie's, and that was a whole thing because everybody was already drunk by the time I got there. And then we went to the club after, and I didn't get home until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Dang, girl.
I was worried about you because literally at Love Pup Family Fest, Peyton came up to me, she goes, okay, so I'm operating on 2 hours of sleep right now. And so I was full on expecting after Love Pup Family Fest for you to go home and go to sleep. And I'm on social media and they're Peyton out at the club again. I'm like, she's going to die.
She did.
When I saw her post,
she's like, are you okay?
when I saw your post, I thought, oh, this must have been from Friday too. But no. It was after Family Fest.
No. Nah, yeah, and then, so then Sunday, I slept all day. I went to work out, so I'm proud of myself on that. But I slept all day on Sunday, and then yesterday was my brother's birthday, like I said. And so then we went out to drink, and then I accidentally got drunk last night.
It happens.
Whoops.
But yeah, so it was a long weekend for me, but I'm feeling good and refreshed after my 4 hours of sleep last night.
You do silly things when you're tired too, like Kyle and her laundry story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good example because I did laundry while I was tired, and I think I'm just tired all the time. So as I was pulling my laundry out, I'm like, you take it out of the basket, you put it in the thing, you take it out of the basket, you put it in the thing, and I had 2 loads. So first load goes in, great. Second load, I'm loading things in, and I'm like, wait a minute. these clothes are folded. Half of my laundry basket was actually the clean clothes from last week that I hadn't put away.
That's
You
the
just
worst.
started throwing your dirty clothes on the top of the clean clothes.
Yeah, and Scott was with me. He's like, just wash them again. They had dirty clothes on top of them. I'm like, these are folded already. There's no way I'm washing them again. Like,
Yeah, they
that
should
feels like
survive.
such a waste. And I smell them. They smell fine. So I just pull them out, and I'm like, well, that's just a smaller load. They just put together again. Yeah, so that was a moment where I was just like, oh, what was how did I forget that? But then also I was like, I knew I didn't have that much laundry because it was really like piling over. It was only 1 week. So we're all
And then
good.
I saw in your husband's Snap or Instagram that your sisters came. They surprised you, or did you know that was doing it?
No, I knew they were doing it. So my one of my sisters planned a spa day for me and my other sister's birthday presents. And so she took us to the spa and we went and it was like super relaxing. I've never really been like a massage person per se, but it was really cool. Like I've never like had a spa day where you go and you use the amenities of the spa. We were like, doing the steam room, and then they had a hot tub, and then they had this, they called it a deluge, I think, where you stand underneath this shower thing and you pull this cord and this really freezing water comes down, and they recommend to do it in between. And we were actually so hot that we're like, we're going to try it. Everyone stays in there for 5 seconds. And I think we lasted maybe like a 0.5 second, but we did it. We did it. And then we went in for our massages, and then we were like eating lunch afterwards by the pool. And I was kind of talking to my sister. I was like, so she planned everything, and I was like, did we all do the same massages? And she's like, well, what was your massage like? And I was like, the cupping thing? And she was like, no, that massage was for me.
Oh, no.
So that, like, in the massage, I've done cupping before because John Jay set us up with his guy that like basically tortures you. And so on my way in, she's like, have you done cupping before? And I'm like, actually I have. She's like, have you done a cupping massage? And I'm like, no. And she's like, basically we take the cups, the suction cups, and they're on your back and we move them around. So it's like a pull. You're pulling things out instead of like bringing them out a different way. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. There were very painful parts of it where I had to go, that's a little painful. And she's like, a good painful? I'm like, no.
I thought you didn't
I don't find things a good painful personally.
I thought you didn't like massages at all.
I don't really, but I was like, it'll be a fun day with my sisters,
Yeah.
like whatever. And I know I can always like tell the masseuse just to be gentle.
Is your back
per
all
se.
black and blue?
So I have bruises all over my back,
Oh,
like
do you
big,
seriously?
huge circle bruises. It's not like in cupping, you just get the circles, right?
Right.
But because they're moving them around.
It's like a racetrack.
Yeah, it like brings all the blood to the surface, which helps it circulate. Like they use that
Yes.
a lot. Like if you're an athlete, like I love a good cupping massage. I'm sitting here right now, like I need to go get my shoulder worked on now. Like you talking about getting cupping, I'm like, I need that.
This is great for you, an athlete, Peyton. Me, not an athlete. Maybe work out once a week.
You look like you were in a car accident.
And like the next day, I was like walking around and I'm like, ow, 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 my back. And it's sad because it's like my sister actually wanted that massage.
I know. So she didn't say anything. She was
goes-
like, wait.
She was, well, when I was in there and they weren't bringing out the cupping things, I thought to myself, well, maybe I was really tired when I booked the appointment and I didn't book a cupping massage for myself. But she's like, originally, I had thought I was just going to do regular ones for you and Lisa, and then I was going to just do the cupping massage me because I didn't know how adventurous you guys would want to be. I was like, well, we were adventurous. It was fine. It actually, like, parts of it, when it wasn't painful, it did feel really good. And I was like, okay, but like it's always the after. The day after for me that I'm like, I don't think I like that.
It's funny you talk about siblings, So I have 3 boys, and all 3 of them are so different. And I have a perfect rundown of their personalities to tell you. So my sister came to town with her husband and my niece and nephew, and my cousin, and then my sister's friend. So we went to dinner at Doughbird. I'm guessing it was Friday night. Go to dinner at Doughbird. Dutch, my son, he's senior class president, and he had a meeting. So he's like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm like, okay, that's a bummer, right? But my son Jake came down for Family Fest, so Jake came with us. We sit at this table. Jake is chill. Just chill. Normal conversation. Everything's fine. Normal. Dutch shows up. Hey, man, I just want to pop by and say hey to everybody. Like a little politician.
Yeah.
Says hi to everybody at the table. Walks around. Doesn't sit down. Walks around, says hi to everybody at the table. Then, let's FaceTime Kemp, the middle kid. FaceTime Kemp. He's in his room naked and has no problem showing everybody that he's naked
Oh my gosh.
at the dinner table. So my wife's got the phone, and they're passing the phone around so he can say hi to everybody. And he's showing his backside, then he's showing his front side.
No.
He's showing everybody. And I'm like, 3 different personalities of these 3 kids.
That's so funny. Me and Dutch, I think, are officially homies.
Oh,
by
he
the
said he
way.
bought you something.
He did. He followed me on Instagram like a week and a half ago. I was like, this is random. Okay, I'm going to follow Dutch back. And then I saw him at I Love Pup Family Fest. He's like, come on, be on our tab. I'll get you shaved ice.
Our tab? That's my tab.
He was like, it's actually my mom. But come on. I was like, all right.
He's got Blake's credit card on his phone. And he buys everything for everybody.
Yeah, it was actually really funny because we went to go get the shaved ice and I'm in the front and Dutch tells me to come on. He's with like all of his friends, right? And then there's just me. And I like walk up to the front and I tell the guy, I'm like, this is what I want for my shaved ice. He's like, hold on, lady. I'm taking their call or I'm taking their order right now. I was like, I'm with them. I don't fit in. You don't think I belong with this girl?
He said, I got Peyton's shaved ice. He goes, I told her, I got you.
He did, just like that.
I got you.
That's smooth, man. That's smooth.
Something else.
I thought you would like this, John Jay. So they actually released a little teaser trailer for the new Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt is returning. It's the 8th movie in the series. And this just may give you a little idea as to where they're headed.
For every life you tried to save, you gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on Earth is your responsibility.
Ethan Hunt, May 23rd, 2025. So
You know what they're
next
saying?
May.
This is the last one, and they're hinting that he dies in this movie, which I just can't see them doing.
Why would they
that.
do that?
I know. They did it to James Bond, which is terrible.
That was terrible, too.
So I can't see that. I watched the trailer over and over again. And if you watch the trailer, it's a montage of every single one of them, and it's the last minute they show you a little bit more from this movie. I think it's everybody else dies. I'm hoping it's not him. Please. Don't kill Tom
But
Cruise.
what would make it the last one? Like, why would this be the end of Ethan
Because
Hunt's
the last
story?
movie they put out didn't do as well as they thought. My argument is it was on the heels of Maverick. Maverick was huge, and Maverick was still in theaters.
And it was a part 1, so this is a part 2 from the part 1. So they kind of leave you hanging. Then you got to wait 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Rihanna? What's going on with Rihanna?
So everyone wants new Rihanna music. I know I do. I'm like, Rihanna, come on. But she did this event, and fans think that in her speech, she basically hinted at the fact that she's kind of done with music.
And I would say music was the thing that got the attention. But God had other plans for me, and I was able to create in ways that was very sincere and genuine or organic and authentic to the things that I love. So it doesn't even feel like a job.
So, I mean, that's kind of like music is work for her.
Yeah.
All the other things she's doing with fashion and beauty are her passion, which is kind of where she wants to stay.
I mean, good for her if that's, what she wants to
know.
do. But I bet you when her kids become like superstar musicians, she's going to come back. That's my
But
hope.
the thing is, she says she has a whole bunch of songs. Like, she's been creating music. It's just, maybe it's just music she wants to keep private for her family.
So, we talk a lot about the Taylor Swift effect.
Yes.
I think there's a little bit of a Selena Gomez effect because there's no way Benny Blanco should be in the Sexiest Man Alive People Magazine issue. And he's in it. Am I right, Peyton?
Yeah. I kind of, when I saw that, I was like, he probably just has a really good personality. I bet you there's a ton of people that totally think Benny Blanco's hot. He's not my type.
He wasn't in
but I bet
People
he has a
Magazine
great
Sexiest People Alive 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. He was famous.
You got to grow into that.
Yes, he was here, big music
I
producer.
only know him because of Selena Gomez.
Exactly what I'm saying.
He's not.
Right. What about Megan Kelly? Megan Fox, Megan Fox.
Kelly, not sure.
Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Well,
Therefore,
she could be
Megan Kelly. If they get together, their name should be Megan Kelly.
That's pretty funny.
She's having her rainbow baby. So I think it was about a year ago they announced like a devastating miscarriage, and then she just posted herself naked, super pregnant, and like doused in black paint, and she's like, "Nothing is ever lost. Welcome back."
I'm so happy for them. Like, I am a huge MGK fan, and when he dropped his documentary a couple years ago, like, you just see like how great of a dad he is. So I'm like really excited to kind of see them figure their stuff out, even if they do drink each other's blood.
What do you have with Jason Bateman?
Well, Jason Bateman, he suffered he was basically squashed by an ice thing, right? And he has come back almost in full force. He says that he did Am I mixing people up?
Yeah, no, you're talking about Jeremy Renner, I think.
Oh, that's right. So Jason Bateman, I love Jason Bateman, but he actually just opened up about like this new trend in Hollywood is getting a full body scan.
I did it 2 years ago.
Yeah. You're such a trendsetter, John Jay. Well, Jason Bateman, he was on a podcast and they were talking about it, but they almost wouldn't let him get his results out.
I will tell you, I just had one of those full body scans and
no brain.
Yeah.
And completely empty.
Sir, can we talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
It's just one microchip up there.
They said it's not, there's no heart. They just found a box with a picture of a heart in it. So did you get the results back?
Yes, thank you. The results were fine.
He's got a little bit high cholesterol, but everything else, he's doing great.